Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday the 3rd of July, 2026. And I'm Pearson Bowen. Always wonderful to have you company. I hope you feel the same. And so, good morning. How are you doing today? Wish you well, whatever you choose to do. Make it the most. Make it better than it was yesterday. Make it more impactful than it has ever been. And remember always the two greatest commandments. Love your Lord, your God, and also love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you just do those two things, you are doing great. And I'm sure that all God has in store for you will attend you. So be kind, be mindful, take your time as you do so, and remember, you don't exist alone. So good morning to everybody everywhere. It's wonderful as always to have you company. We've come to the end of a week, and so I ask of you today, how was your yesterday? Really, how was your yesterday? Because I know you have plans for today and plans for tomorrow and the rest of it. But you can have all the plans in the world. God is the one who directs it all. So that's why I ask you every single time before you plant your feet on the ground, spend some time with God. Spend some time with your Father. Spend some time being grateful to your Father for the opportunity given to you to wake up and the opportunity given to you to live and to make a difference. So that's why that's absolutely critical that you have that kind of a relationship with God. I'm not going to preach at you, I promise you, because there but for the grace of God go I. So nevertheless, let's make today fantastic. Let's make the weekend wonderful. Let's make somebody's life a whole lot more meaningful today. And that is down to you. So if you've just joined us on our streams on Facebook and YouTube, a very special good morning to you wherever you are. Thank you for joining us on the streams. We wish you well as well. Remember to share the show, share the love, bring others along, let them engage in exactly what we do, what you know we do indeed. I want to encourage you to build a community. And as you have conversations with yourselves, have conversation with us as well. You know, I love to read your comments, and I encourage you to comment on what we share and share it with us indeed. Also, if you know of something that we should tell and tell the world about, and because it's your knowledge, then tell us about it. Point us in the direction. We will follow through. We'll see if we can make it happen just for you as well. So do send an email to us. Our email address is morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. We will follow up and see if we get their agreement to come talk about what it is that you want us to talk about with them on Mornin Barbados. So we thank you for partnering with us in that initiative as well. So it's going to be a busy weekend. There's a lot happening as a matter of fact. Today, the fantastic weekend starts. And it starts featuring the schools, indeed. And I'm excited about this because it's going to be absolutely free, one. It's in the National Botanical Gardens, two. And it starts a whole weekend of Pan. Pan, that indigenous instrument designed and developed in Trinidad and Tobago, patented to Trinidad and Tobago, but it is one that we all across the region so love, the sound of the steel pan. And so the fantastic weekend starts this afternoon, as a matter of fact, at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the National Botanical Gardens. If you take a look at your screen, you'll know what I'm talking about. That pan line featuring the schools, St. Bartholomew's Primary, Notes of Praise. There will also be the Lestevon School, St. Michael's School, Grant Lee Adams Memorial. Yesterday I saw the children of the Christchurch Foundation School preparing for this activity. Students from my school, the Coleridge and Parry School, will also be there this afternoon. So we want as many of you as possible to kick off your Pan weekend by attending at the National Botanical Gardens, the Pan Line. Then get ready on Sunday, look at the bottom of your screen, because this one is powered by one of our stations here, Vibe 94.7 FM, the sound of the festival, for the Pandemonium. Pandemonium brings together the bigger bands now, the big ones, indeed, with some guests from overseas as well. So it's going to be quite a Pan weekend. That event starts at 2 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon, if you can wait here, it will help me with my eyes. But certainly we want to encourage you to get out there and enjoy all that the Pan Weekend offers indeed. Tomorrow as well in Queen's Park and the environs of Queen's Park is the ceremonial delivery of the last gains and the opening gala. This is the event that kicks off Crop Over 2026. And as we would have shared with you yesterday, you know it's going to be quite spectacular. It starts with the parade from the Central Bank Greens but outside of the Central Bank, the Greens, and that parade will make its way along the road into the main gate of Queen's Park. That parade starts around 3 in the afternoon, telling the story of Barbados all the way through. All of our cultural icons will be there, and I'm talking about the people we know from folklore. They will all be there. The Tuk Bands, the Landship, the Sons of God Apostolic Spiritual Baptist Church will be there. The children will also be a part of it. It's going to be really, 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 really good and noisy. So I want you to really come out and see the spectacle of what that parade looks like. As you look at your screen, you will see this one is going to be super, immersing yourself into the engaging demonstration and traditional workshops that also celebrate the rich cultural history of Barbados. And those workshops are going to be happening all afternoon long. They're everywhere dotted across the grounds of Queen's Park. So you can throw yourself into the workshops that start from about 1 in the afternoon and run till about 4:35. And then there's some other demonstrations as well. So it's quite immersive tomorrow in Queen's Park. And then on the stage, all of the ceremonial activities will start, part of which will be the acknowledgement of Crop Over stalwarts, one of who is from us right here. Admiral Nelson will be recognized, and so many other people who've given life and breath to Crop over the years. So I want to encourage you to be a part of it. But the night ends with that big concert in celebration of the 60 years of great calypso music in Barbados, and it promises to be some of Barbados' best songs that we know and love, and it promises also showcase some of Barbados' best singers. So get ready for that with the big band, the party band indeed, as they share with you some of those songs over the 60 years that we've grown to love and know almost by heart in the Crop Over season. Big songs for Crop Over. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is chock full with a lot. It starts this afternoon with the Pan Line at the National Botanical Gardens. It continues on Saturday in Queen's Park, and then on Sunday back to the National Botanical Gardens for the big pandemonium. So a lot to look forward to. But all season long, we also encourage you to join us in our competition. Our competition, a chance for you to win a brand new Suzuki Across GLX two-wheel drive with sunroof plus a year's insurance, a package that's more than $100,000 worth. And it's really because you take the chance to spot, connect, and also take that chance to win. Now, if you spot this vehicle you see on your screen, you take a photograph of it, a really nice photograph of it, and you can submit that photograph with your details, your name and all of your contact details. And I mean all, whether it's a cell phone, the landline, the everything. You send all of the ways that we can reach you, and you send it either by WhatsApp to 233-7356 or by email to contests@cbc.bb. Simple Simon met the pieman. You can do that, and you get a chance to win and drive that brand new Suzuki Across. Or you can also connect with any of our partners in this promotion, one of which is Inchcape Barbados, who has been a big partner in this. They, after all, providing us with a car. And so you can go into Inchcape Barbados today and test drive any of the Suzuki brands. You can also test drive the Across yourself, see how it fits with you, and then you get a sense of just what it is. It's a hybrid vehicle, so there's a saving, a great saving indeed. But they also provide service. So you can book a service. You can also book you can go to the parts department and buy any parts, brand new parts, or anything at all at Inchcape Barbados. Drive the brand new e-powered Vitara. Book just a test drive. Do it, and right away book financing as well, and you are in the competition with entries, of course, so good luck to you where that's concerned. One of our other partners is the National Transformation Initiative. They say take a course in getting and staying on the curve of the AI trend. And so once you go on to nti.org.bb and you sign up for the course, stay ahead of the AI curve, and you complete the course, and they will know whether you have, then you have an entry into the competition as well. So nti.org.bb. It's you study at your convenience, you study at your pace, you study at your own, the time best suits you as well. But you gain knowledge and you gain experience as well. So you take the course and you have an entry into the competition. Or you can visit, as I told you, Inchcape Barbados and do all of those kinds of things. They give you extra points or extra entries should you test drive the brand new e-Power Vitara. So also, the Student Revolving Loan Fund says book a student loan with us and we get you into the competition as well. So you just go to this website, srlfloans.edu.bb, srlfloans.edu.bb, and you can sign up for the Pinnacle, the Parent Plus, the EduFlex, or the Top-Up Student Loan. Complete the application. Completion of the application and submission of your application does not guarantee you approval, but it guarantees you an entry into our competition as well. So complete the application for either the Pinnacle loan, the Parent Plus loan, the EduFlex loan, or the Top-Up Student loan, and finish that application, submit it, and you are in. Wait then to hear from the officers whether or not you are approved, and then good luck to all of you where that's concerned as well. Capital Financial is another one of our partners in this promotion. They say if you're in the hunt for a car and you need financing for a car, we can finance it for you. And so once you go onto their website and you complete your application and you submit your application, you're in with an entry. Again, this does not guarantee you approval. It's just that you're submitting your entry, your application, and that application submission brings you an entry form. So good luck to you where that's concerned as well. Or you can scan their QR code. So just look for Capita Financial. There's a QR code right there on their webpage. We have a QR code in our lobby here in the CBC. If you wish to scan that as well, complete the application, and then you're in with your entry. Or finally, you can also purchase the $40 worth in the Double Draw, the Mega 6, or Payday on a single ticket with the Barbados Lotteries. And when you make that purchase of that $40 worth of the Double Draw, Mega 6, or Payday chances, then you have a chance when you write your name and your contact details and you take that photograph and submit it to us by WhatsApp, 233-7356, you have an entry in. And of course, as they tell you with the lotteries, the more you play, the bigger your winnings could possibly be. The chances for you are real. So there are many ways to win this brand new Suzuki Across GLX two-wheel drive with sunroof and insurance with us here at the CBC. We're in the festival. We're in the vibe of the festival as well. I want to encourage as many of you as possible to be a part. Now, coming up today, the routine effort of the Government Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church continues. Oh, they haven't stopped. They are not stopping. They are intent on bringing back all of you who would have been there over the years as teenagers, who've built memories and experiences and taken adventures as well. And so we'll share with you some of the latest initiatives that are being hosted by the routines of the Government Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church. Once Upon a Frame is an initiative that takes the written words by Barbadians, the authors from Barbados, and they bring those words to life through film. And so that's an initiative that we want to share with you this morning. The opportunity is real and rich, and so the folks behind that will sit with us and they'll tell us why we should be a part of this initiative and how will it work and when can we expect to see how the words have been translated into video. Can't wait to talk to them about that as well. Also happening tomorrow, Saturday, is the Barbados Grand Prix. Sir Kieran James is in Barbados. And so he's looking forward to running that 400 meters. I'm looking forward to see how we compete against them. It is perhaps the most sought after regional athletics meet. And so you should not miss it. We'll remind you of what's happening tomorrow, where it will be. It's all of the activities start in the morning and it will complete in the evening. But we will talk to the organizers behind this initiative, the Barbados Grand Prix, this morning. And as he promises, he'll stop over for Crop Over, a brand new artist with some brand new songs, some songs that you know too. And so we meet him. Who is Dre J? You ask, Dre J will join us this morning. Good morning to Anthony Smith. Good having you company. Thank you for watching from New York. He says good morning to everybody. Sweet Rons. Look at my girl, Sweet Ron. Sweet Ron sends to all of you a fantastic Friday morning greeting. Sweet Rons, good morning to you as well. She says good morning, everybody, everywhere. Patricia Ben, Pat is watching us on our YouTube stream. Pat, good morning to you. Pat is watching from New York. Pat, good morning as well. She sends blessings and greetings to everyone, everywhere. She wishes everybody Friday, a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I do too. House Doctor watching. Vanessa, oh, that's your name, Vanessa. All right, Vanessa, good morning to you, House Doctor. She's watching from St. Michael. Good morning to you, Vanessa. Have a lovely today, as always. Thank you. I encourage you, share the show, share the love, tell others to come by as well. Marcia Roth says, good morning, everyone watching. She wishes a fantastic Friday and a lovely weekend to everyone. To you too, Marcia Roth, thank you for being company with us this morning and every morning. You are a faithful servant. Hilvern Mason watching from Dominica. Good morning, Dominica. How do you do, Mason? Have a lovely day. Share the show. It's good to have you. Welcome. I've not seen this name before, but it's good having you watching from Dominica. Good to meet you as well. I hope you share it with other, not just Barbadians, but other Dominicans as well. Tell them, hey, this is the greatest way to wake up in the morning, every morning, Monday to Friday, watching Morning Barbados. Thank you. Audrey Harris, how are you doing? Long time no hear, long time no see. Good morning to you, Audrey Harris. Have yourself a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend indeed. Joe Jackman is watching from the United Kingdom. Joe, good morning. Good morning. She sends greetings to the crew as well. We send it right back to you, Joe. Have a lovely, 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 lovely today. Vereen Walker, good morning to you, Vereen, as well. Thank you for logging in and commenting on our streams as well. Good having you company. Kevin Waith, have not seen you in ages as well. Kevin is one of those early morning wall crawlers when I did radio. And so Kevin continues to be a faithful member of the early morning wall crawlers as well. Kevin, good morning. Fantastic Friday morning to you as well. Alid Video, as always, you're always there. Thank you. He says good morning to everyone, everywhere. I'll take a break. I know you want to hear about what's happening with the routine efforts. I do too. They have some wonderful initiatives and there's something very special just for you. We'll talk to them about those things right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 22 minutes now after the hour of 6 o'clock, and you know, all of us feels forever young. All of us feels, because as I was shared with you yesterday, I still feel as if I'm 25, still ready to knock down the world and take it on with all the energy and vigor ever given to any human being. And so too do the young people of the Government Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I say that because we have two youngsters still with me. They are now reborn, they're rebirthed, and they're reteens as well. I'm joined by our very good friend, our friend and nutritionist, dietitian, great soul, Esther Selman.
Good morning.
And Esther, good morning to you indeed. And you're the co-chair with Richard Jules, who is the co-chair of the planning committee for all of the activities as well.
Yes.
And folks, you're probably saying, some of you who've lived long enough and perhaps have good memory, Richard Jules, I know that name from somewhere, you're thinking, right? Yes, because Richard, you were saying to me, you worked here at the CBC before.
Yeah, as I came into the studio this morning, Pearson, it was all deja vu. Just over, under 40 years ago, I was actually, in here working as a news reporter. I still remember my handle. This is Richard Jules for CBC News.
Right. Well done. So this has been, someone used the phrase the other day with me, I feel as though I'm walking back into my memories.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you felt that way the same way as you came down the corridors as well. You looked around and you thought, much hasn't changed, but much has.
It has. It has. It was really deja vu. And as I walk the corridors, I go, wow, time has not changed, but it was a few years ago, but it's pleasant to be back.
Yeah. It's good to have you. And this is what drives the routine effort as well. It is not just good to be back. And time has flown, but time has value. And even when you lump it together, you realize, boy, I've lived a really powerful life. I've lived a really meaningful life. And I know the approach by Seventh-day Adventists often is to make sure that you have grounded teens.
Yes.
Grounded teens, giving them opportunity to be engaged in many organizations in the church as well. So let's talk about how it's going, Esther, for just a moment.
Well,
how is it going?
We started last night. It was amazing. Yeah? Yes. We had our meet and greet, and I want to publicly thank the Barbados Cadet Corps Corporation, Major Eno, for giving us the time to be able to spend that awesome, memorable moment there. It was great. Meeting and seeing everybody that we have not seen in 20 years. Some people has been longer. A lady told me, I have left Barbados 46 years ago. So it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure a lot of them said to themselves, well, Ashley, you in change? You said the same way, all of those guys. That's what we do when we connect once again.
It's true.
I remember you, and then the memories start to flow.
Yes.
All those kinds of moments. And so I'm sure that's what this whole effort is about.
That is what it's about, because we have persons that would have come from Trinidad. Richard is in Canada, he's our chair. So we have persons from the US of A. And everybody from Sunday, we have reteens that have been coming in. Nice. And today we have one more coming in who will be our speaker tomorrow. So it's just been a moment where you're remembering those childhood memories, the grounded foundation that we got at Government Hill Church. We have persons who mentored us, and as we reflected, even one of our pastors, Pastor James Daniel, he actually came in from Miami for this event. So it's just, I can't explain it, honestly.
Well, perhaps you can explain for me, Richard, the reason why we're doing this. Why is this happening?
Well, this is happening because we just wanted to not just reconnect, but we wanted to take advantage of the fact that the reality is we are aging. Now, it was maybe a year ago when I was enjoying life, living my life, and I received a call from my friends here who I remain in connection with, and they said, we just left a funeral of one of our peers from that time, and we just don't want to meet when we come to a funeral. We want to take advantage of reconnecting and celebrating together outside of funerals. So we would like you, Richard, to coordinate and bring us together in a big event that will bring everyone back together wherever they are so that we can have a big celebration. And we decided to give it a brand. And that's where the name Routine was born.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when I first heard the term, I kept thinking, what are y'all doing? What's this about?
Yeah.
Again, Nicodemus, how can one ever do that? You know, go back into my mother's womb? No. And so you're living the memories, you're living, but at the same time, you're connecting socially.
Yes, yes, we are
that's
connected.
important.
Yes, that
Right.
is.
So one of the things that we did last night outside of the meet and greet was we launched this book.
I'll come to the book.
Yeah.
Remember I told you at the beginning?
yeah.
I'm not going to rush this.
And what was important was seeing the faces, Pearson, of all the generations that we have had throughout the years. Everyone, like you said, wow, there you are. You haven't changed a bit. To us, we think we have changed, but in their eyes, they have that stamp in time of how we looked when we were teenagers. And that was really, really awesome.
I want to look at the Government Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church, though. We know it so well. That's one of those iconic locations. You know exactly where you are.
Right there, the
when
top
you
of the
see
hill.
that building, you know exactly where you are. When you say the name and its contribution to the area and its contribution to Barbados. Tell me a little bit about the history.
Right. So the history is, like I mentioned when I came, my grandfather was one of the founding members of the church, and then my father then, being a child growing up in the church, and then eventually he had me. So, but Government Hill Church has a rich history of Adventism, and we have also groomed and shaped and molded a lot of mentors, a lot of leaders within our church. We have activities like the Pathfinder Club, and that is one of the memories that we have because we had camps. We have a chat. So when we talk about things that happen in Pathfinder Club, we speak about the camps. We speak about persons who walk with a big cup. A certain person who's here now, he came in last night. So we have those special memories of that leadership that molded us, and it helped us with our professional development. All of us are most of us are professionals. Some persons have retired, but even though they speak about that foundation, that grounded, that's what we said, rooted in Christ, because whatever we have done, it has all shaped us and it has molded us and helped us become those amazing adults that we are today.
And these reflections give meaning to life.
Yes.
It puts into context sharply the meaning of life.
Yes.
And so, Richard, you gathered all of this together. And you leaned on some other people. Who are the other peoples in this committee?
There are, besides Esther, who has been my co-chair, I'm sure they don't mind me mentioning their names. Many of them are involved in education in big ways throughout this country. And then, as Esther mentioned, there are some outside of the country who has migrated, like myself. So we had Kenrick Headley, who has been involved in law enforcement, not just in Barbados, but in Tortola, where he moved to. We have Pat Cuttin, Miami. She's also heavily involved.
Yes.
And then we have individuals in education here, Marianne Cumberbatch, Roseanne Waldron, Wendy Lord, who is in health. So we have these individuals that came together and contributed to all the plans throughout the last few months.
And so you had the opening yesterday.
Yes.
What else is happening? Service on tomorrow.
Well, yes. Well, tonight. Tonight we have Vespers, so you're invited to come. It starts at 6:45. And again, one of our teams will be the speaker at Government Hill. And one of our teams, Pastor Anthony Hoyt, he would have grown up with us in the Pathfinder Club as well. So he will be our featured speaker tonight. In addition to that, we're also going to have persons reflecting and sharing memories. Actually, we have a Greenwich brew. My family, we will be singing tonight. So
nice.
That's why I'm saying you gotta come.
Okay.
We're gonna also have other persons singing. We're gonna have other persons reflecting and just bring those memories together. And then at the end, we're gonna have some light refreshments with soup.
Yes, I don't drink soup, you know that.
But a little bit. This one is healthy.
Okay.
This one is healthy soup.
It's called soup. Labeling it something else, and perhaps I'll consider it. But it's so different. You have a number of activities.
Yes.
But there are also a number of other activities with which you're engaged as well.
Right. So tomorrow, Sabbath, we're going to have Sabbath school. Again, it's going to be reflecting. We're going to also be sharing the spiritual aspect of how coming up and growing up in Government Hills Church has made us that grounded and rooted in Christ. And we're using the theme throughout the entire weekend. And then we have our design service where our feature speaker, Brigadier General Andrew Hayward, he will be our feature speaker, and he's from the U.S. Army. So that's another one of our speakers. And then MV, Richard is responsible for MV, because growing up in Government Hill Church, when it came to MV and singing, oh my goodness. So you cannot miss it. You cannot. That is at 4 o'clock this evening. In addition to that, when we were here, we would have mentioned that we would have had an essay writing competition. Yes. Well, the winners, those persons who have participated, we're giving them scholarships.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So 300 scholarships for the first prize, this for the primary school, $200 for the second prize winner, $100, and even those who participated, we're giving them vouchers for $50. So everybody is a winner.
Wow.
Everyone is a winner.
This is a really, really, really good initiative.
Yes.
I know you're also on a blood drive.
Yes.
Blood donation drive. Who's going to tell me about it?
Oh, I'll tell you about that. You know, this aspect of giving back, we wanted it to be real. And from my knowledge of needs that are critical, especially in our Barbados society, is that of blood. From time to time, I would realize, even from my distant location, calls are put out to donate for certain individual needs. But we think it's important that we show we are not just isolated as a group doing an event at Government Hill, but we want to give back to the greater part of the Barbadian society. And what a better way to give than to give blood. Now, it's interesting speaking to the routine group about this, because individuals, just like me, are afraid of needles. But it was funny asking them, what do you have to lose when you give blood? And the resounding answer was blood. But the idea,
God has blessed us so well.
Yeah, it's the idea of giving life, giving back to life. So we actually have this encouragement, not just to the routines, but the Barbadian society. Why not take advantage of joining with the routines 2026 from Government Hill on Tuesday morning between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock a.m., 9 a.m. to 12 o'clock, to come out to the Blood Collection Center where they can contribute and give to a meaningful cause.
So this coming Tuesday,
to
the Blood Donation Center in Ladymead area,
Gardens
in town.
Yes.
You all know where it is, for everybody, between 9 and noon. So just 3 hours, and you know, it's giving. There's something really refreshing about giving. And don't think of it as you're draining your blood, because God has enough in His love for you to replenish your blood. Don't worry about it. But you're giving life and opportunity to someone else as well. So follow the drive, take the drive, go to the Blood Donation Center, and you give of your blood. But there's more that they're doing. And I really want to share. I'm so excited about this, because I asked Richard to hold his breath on it for a little while. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll share with you the memories and the book. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories, and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
23 minutes now to go to 7 o'clock. We're talking to the routines, those from the Seventh-day Adventist Church at Government Hill. They've started this initiative, this drive, this movement that is so infectious that others are thinking, let's do this again. Let's do it again and again. But in the coming together of those who went through a period of time as teenagers in the church at Government Hill, they're encouraging all of us still to be able to relive the memories, all of us. And so there's some fun things that they've been able to gather as they talk among themselves as well. And so, Richard, you've distilled a lot of these memories into a book.
That's right.
Let's talk about, because it's so organic how this all happened, isn't it?
That is very factual. Pearson, when we started the Retheme concept, just in a group chat many months ago, it must have been easily a year ago, I was one of the individuals that just started writing some memories within the chat group. And people found it hilarious because it resonated with them as they remember a point in time, one of the jokes that accompanied the situation, and they started asking for more. And I would, every 2 weeks or so, just drop another one, and individuals really started asking for more until that evolved into the thought of individuals writing in the chat, Richard, you need to put this into a book. You need to create a book. And the big event is coming up. We want you to have a book of these memories. And that's where it all started, Pearson.
And so what is the book called? Echoes from the Cavern.
Yes.
And now, the cavity could be in my head. It could have been in my space of life. But this is specifically a different kind of cavern. Let's talk about why that title and what that title really speaks about.
The title, Echoes from the Cavern, came from an adventure line that runs through the whole story of the book, where some of the reteens who are still with us actually were on an adventure with me throughout a large cave in Barbados. And that's where the cavern came from. Echoes from the Cavern, throughout the book, there's a storyline of every noise that occurred in that cavern evoked a memory of something that occurred outside of the cavern.
Okay.
So as we journey through the cavern, you will see a lot of developments of references to certain characters, other points in time in different adventures that this group shared together that came up as memories. So that's where it all comes together as an echo in the cavern brings a memory of something else that's important.
So this is a collection of memories from everyone who contributed in that chat, and then you took it and you made a storyline out of it. Am I reading you correctly, Richard?
Well, there's another part to it because there are many stories that came out that individuals in the chat who were not part of that specific adventure, their eyes are open and they're going like, what? I didn't know that that happened back in the day. We have individuals, as Esther mentioned, we had a pastor there last night who actually helped endorse this book. And he was the pastor that was there for most of the time, most of the years that this generation, this cohort would have experienced. We have another gentleman there who endorsed the book, Dr. George Graves. He was my first Pathfinder leader, and he was there. But as they read many of the aspects that were shared in the book, their eyes were open. The pastor was like, wow, I was pastor, but I didn't know that that happened under my watch. Because as I wrote the book, I wrote through the eyes and lens of myself as a teenager, revealing how we were thinking at the time, what we thought about certain members of the church, the nicknames that we call them, the observations that we made about their behavior. So I wrote candidly along those lines the whispers that would have been going on in that generation at the time. So individuals who are still with us, as they read these lines, they would be really aware, they would find laughter, they would be amazed, like, what? I didn't know that's what they thought of me. I didn't know that's what they were doing. But it comes out into the open at this time.
It's just a fun book to read at the same time. And while it is your memories, I'm sure wider Barbados can see themselves in some of those memories as well. All of us at some point have seen that big hat in church and we asked questions, we created images out of it, all of those kinds of things.
That special character who would have come into church or something. Yeah. But when Richard wrote the stories in the chat, it left us at the end of our seats.
What's coming next?
What's coming next? And we are so excited and proud. And what is also amazing is that a percentage of this book is going back to the routine ministry.
Nice.
So it's a win-win.
Yes.
Yes.
And it ensures its continuity.
Yes.
It ensures its continuity.
Yes, because we do have a lot of projects that we want to continue throughout the year.
Yeah. So where can I get a copy of the book? How can we have to show up at the Seventh-day Adventist Church at Government Hill?
Well, there are several ways that people can get books. We, in our current promotions, I said there's a limited amount that are available. And at the book launch last night, that limited is now really limited.
But the prints will be done.
Well, the good news is that now people can actually go on Amazon and they can order their book of Echoes from the Cavern. It is also available on Amazon.
Nice.
Those who would like the author's signature and sign, they can actually still receive a copy by contacting us at the Government Hill Church.
Wonderful indeed. And so the journey continues. The echoes continue as well because the experiences are continuing to gather.
Yes.
And so this is a never-ending book. I see here, Richard. And he look at him. He said, you're creating more work for me already. But that's life as it evolves.
It is.
And so I really want to wish well to yourselves, to the committee, and all who are part of this routine effort at the Government Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church. Over 100 people have come in for this activity alone, and it's just mushrooming as it goes and as it grows as well. And so it behooves all of us to really get a copy of the book. Echoes from the Cavern is on Amazon for those of you abroad. You can also yourself purchase, or you can come to the church.
You can come to the church.
Purchase a copy.
Because we continue tomorrow night with the social, and then we have our picnic on Sunday.
Yeah.
So.
Activities galore indeed. Esther's Alvis, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
And Richard, good to meet you.
Very good.
And we do have a gift for you.
Esther.
We do have a gift for you. Richard is going to sign it, but this is your book. We also have a pen, and we also have a routine pin.
Oh, thank you so very much, Richard. Would you sign it for everyone to see?
That would be really
Thank you very much indeed. So I have my own copy. What about you? Get your copy. You can also have your copy autographed by the author, Richard Jules, as well yourself, when you come to the activities. There's an activity on tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday.
Yes.
Indeed. So all of those activities on for the routine effort of the Government Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church. Of course, we endorse this. We definitely endorse this. I want to thank you both.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Well. It has been signed, folks. This is now priceless.
There you go.
Thank you very much indeed. Morning Barbados is right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying,
Good morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
12 minutes now to go to 7 o'clock. I like the title alone, Once Upon a Frame. And this is an initiative I think that is so worthy of our support indeed. And so joining us as we take a look at it are the people from 13 Degrees North, my very good friends, in Kerry Birch and Kurt Dawson. And across from us is this man you know well as Terrence Vaughn. But Middendorf Studios is the studios that he runs indeed. Terrence, good morning to you as well.
Good morning, good morning.
This collaborative effort, I'd start with you, Kerry. Tell me a little bit about this initiative, Once Upon a Frame. What's it designed to do?
Okay, so Once Upon a Frame is a creative filmmaking program that we have introduced for the youth of Barbados. So what we will be doing is we will look at students in primary school from ages 8 to 11, and we will teach them how to write short stories. And then we're looking at 12-year-olds to 25-year-olds, and they will be the persons that would learn to adapt these short stories into screenplays, and then they will be shadowing professionals on set to make these short stories into films. Yes.
Why, Kirk? Why? You could have taken it and done it yourself, but why are you taking this approach?
Right. First, I want to say good morning, Barbados. The why. So, Mario Herbert, who is an author and would have been teaching kids to write short stories for a while, and he would have launched a book called The Young Authors. We decided to work with him primarily because of the death of Jonathan Chase, who would have been gunned down in Silver Hill last year. Jonathan Chase would have worked with Mario before from the Milton Lynch School.
Yes.
And he would have written a short story called The Kite Heist, which when we read it, we fell in love with it. And Mario came to us with the idea, and Terrence, of doing this one short story in memory of Jonathan. But then we got our hands on the book, and we went, no. We can't just do one story. We need to make this into a bigger initiative, and an initiative that will be ongoing. So let us not just do Jonathan's story, because that is the catalyst. Yes, his death affected Barbados on a whole, but because we want to implement change is really our way. Gun violence is becoming more and more rampant. We realize that the youth need an avenue to express themselves, and for us, looking at the digital age and how the world is going, we understand that the fundamentals, the beginning is very, very important. So learning to read, writing, that is a foundational tool that we do not want lost. And we decided to develop on that and make that the premise and how we can then impact the youth going forward.
And the reality is we're seeing such creativity flowing from our young people today. In my old generation, none of you are here as old as me, but you know, we didn't do this. We consumed. But now we have creators who are giving to the rest of the world, and it's being burned through our young people. And so you've decided, let's harness this. Let's teach them how, because you start from quite young, Kelly, and you go into the first quarter of a century, and say to them, let's work together, because your work has value.
Correct.
Your mindset has creativity, and in that we want to harness it and show you the road and the way. But it also keeps them out of some trouble as well.
Correct. And then for us to, it is within this program, what we honestly want to do is also be able to make it a tangible, or to show the younger adults or the younger generation that film is a way of life.
Yeah.
You can make money from it. You can earn a living. So within the program too, so we want to get the kids to write, but once the stories are created or the short films are created, what we then want to do too is be able to pay the writers for the work, and then everyone that works with us on set who's learning then comes into our workforce as well. So it's an ongoing.
Yeah, you're building capacity. Indeed.
Correct.
But Terrence, it's all well and good to write. But how do you make the words come alive? What's the teaching that you are experiencing with the children as well, the young people?
Well, I am responsible as a writer. I'm helping do screenplays. So how they're going to learn from us now, from my side, is that you're going to take your narrative, and then you have it in your head, in your imagination, but then you got to put that on the screen. So then we're going to show you, okay, what's the language, what's the format, how do you write that now that can be translated, where you can take a script, you can give it to a director, a producer, and they can see on the page, and then the cinematographer can see, oh yes, I can boom, 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 and it rolls from there, and it rolls from there. So that's the avenue where we connect from imagination to the screen. So the screen plays the bridge between your words, your composition, short story, to a script, to the screen. So that's where the scripting aspect comes in.
I need to do this myself, because I'm very linear. A to Z. I can get to there, but how to now make it bigger and broader than just the alphabet? What happens between the space between A and B, so that you can see how it lives to get to B? That's what I'm talking about. And so you guys are able to harness this and make it come alive, and I'm learning as well in this experience. This is fantastic. So you're doing workshops, Kerry?
So we will be doing workshops, but that will be for the post-production end of it. How the students would learn, it will be for post-production and also for the writing. In this iteration, we're taking stories from the Young Authors Volume 1 book. So these stories have already been written. But once we do it again, because we want this program to be done, we want it to roll over every year, doing two iterations of it each year. Then we would enter the screenplay aspect of it. However, for production, they will actually be learning on set, so they will be with us. So for example, for this summer, once we put out the call, the kids who will be involved, they will be shadowing me as a producer, shadowing Terrence as director, shadowing Kurt as producer /
everything.
Slash all things technical.
Once they get on set, they'll be with the cameraman, they'll be with wardrobe, because we want somebody shadowing in each department so they understand what goes into making a film.
That's important indeed. But it's the challenge for me oftentimes is, how do I make the character go believable, one? Secondly, how do I tell the story of a particular, just one character alone, to the nth degree, without over-dramatizing this particular character? How do I stay consistent in the storytelling, and the narrative takes me different places, but it still comes right back to the truth of what I'm set out to do? I know there's a lot of what you do, right, Derek?
Yes. Correct.
And so that's a skill, that's a magic that I don't quite understand. I could talk, I could do exactly what I was saying to you when you're talking about by talking, but it's in the writing that it starts as well. And so, workshops. Do you at Middendorf Studios facilitate that kind of opportunity? I could take and say, okay, I wrote a little essay, help me big this up and make it a mini film.
That is in the works, and I actually have a program designed that way, so I teach writing. And as you were saying, how do I take a character from here to there? Well, a little piece. A character starts its life before you see it on the screen. So when you see the character for the first time, things have happened to him or her that have them to this point. And that is a strength in writing. That's where writing gets stronger, because then you have a character-driven story versus things that are just happening to a character. So that's how we start from there. So where's your character come from to get to this point that we see them on the screen, then we're going forward, then we form what's called a character arc. Their development, what happens to them. But when you have what's happened to them before, their way of thinking is what dictates how they react to certain situations. And that's how we then get interested and invested in the character to lean forward and follow them on their journey.
Thanks for that. Thank you for that. Because as I'm listening to you explain all of that, I'm seeing it played out in movies I would have watched in series.
Correct. Exactly.
Nice.
Your life experience makes you who you are. So
because the character is a real person. You think you have to think of the character as a real person, not just a two-dimensional, you know, creature on screen.
13 degrees north. Well done. But the big one that have you finished the one with Jonathan?
No.
It's in production still.
So we are now at the beginning phase because there are 4 stories primarily that we want to start with. One of which we should say is a fully AI film.
Ooh.
So we want to teach that component too as well to kids. So there's a film, a story written called The Intergalactic Pup. Because this pup now is from outer space, we said, hey, the world is going the AI route. We are also going the AI route. So let's get this and teach the kids how to make AI films as well. So we have 3 live action and then 1 AI film. So Kite Heist, which is Jonathan's story. Then we have Haunted Hospital. We have Intergalactic Pup. And we have
the prankster.
The prankster.
You're talking about me there. So this is good. This is fantastic. And when do you hope to not just be in production of them, but have them available for everyone to consume? Because I can't wait to see the results of all of this.
Okay, this is a great question because this is when CBC really gets on board. So our timeline is the scripts are written. We are going to go into production the end of August into September, and then straight from that we're going to post-production, which will include the AI generation at Sahara, and we want to release on the 30th of November. Yes. Sweet. We want to release on the 30th of November on CBC TV 8. And because there are 4 films, what we would like to do is release a film each week. And then I think that will lead us to the beginning of January, where we will release the special, where we put all the films together, including tidbits from behind the scenes, interviews with the writers, and that sort of thing.
You know who to contact here. Me. You know how to contact us indeed, because we've worked together on other projects, so you know how to do this. And so we're excited, Barbados, about this. This is an opportunity to see the work of our writers and authors, our young people come alive. And in doing so, we are teaching them the art of bringing it to life from the time they've written or thought about what they wanted to write about, into writing it, and then into making it a reality, using the tools and techniques that are available to us even today, which is artificial intelligence. So there's scope for so much more, including you, who might be a fresh, new, brand new artist who've written something on the screen, and you already want to be able to say, help me refine this. And so we can reach out to 13 Degrees North or Middendorf, right?
Yes.
Terrence, you could talk about the casting.
Actually, yes. So we have casting for these films. It's open. The website is live. The Instagram's live. And so casting is on the 18th at Pelican House. You hit the website. There's a QR code.
So to get the website, you have to actually go on our Instagram page, which is Once Upon a Frame Films.
Okay, Once Upon a Frame Films.
Right. Yeah.
On Insta, and then you're there, you get the QR code, you'll scan that QR code, it gives me a registration form.
Yes, so for each film, there's a separate registration form. You can look at the characters we need. Hey, what you think fits you.
Or challenge yourself with.
Yeah, and try more than one, because I found in casting, someone will try out for something and they're not that, but what they give you suits something else. So try for more than one thing. When you sign up, we'll process that. You'll be given a time slot. You'll be informed, and just come down and give it what you have.
Once Upon a Frame Films on Instagram. Right now, go look and see what it is. Try out for all of the parts that you think fit you, that you have the capacity to be able to do believably. And good luck to all of you, because you could be cast into any of these films that are in production at the moment. Do so soon, 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 soon. Real soon, because we're going into production, as Kerry told us, very, very soon indeed. And so we want it to be authentic and true to the spirit of the script indeed. So I want to thank all of you, really, each of you, for putting in the time and the work to develop this. I think the film industry, the rating in Barbados has stepped up. We've seen a lot of people rating more and more and using the capacity to create. And so it's just good that you guys have come in. On the other side, so let's now make this live even longer and stronger. Kerry, Kirk, Terrence, thank you so very much indeed.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. We're 2 past the hour. We'll be right back after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's get to the news now. Barbados is entering a new chapter in policing as Deputy Commissioner of Police Sonia Boyce prepares to make history. Today, she becomes the island's first female Commissioner of Police. Trevor Thorpe has a report.
The historic appointment was marked by a symbolic handing over ceremony at police headquarters in Roebuck Street today in the presence of top police officials and media personnel. Outgoing Commissioner of Police Richard Boyce thanked the service for its support throughout his tenure, noting that public safety requires an all-of-society approach. He endorsed Ms. Boyce, stating that she has earned her position through her years of hard work and dedication. He urged officers to rally behind the new commissioner.
She brings more than 4 decades of policing and public service, administrative leadership, human resource responsibility, specialist training, discipline, and integrity. This service will be in capable hands. The symbolic handing over today represents confidence in the future of the Barbados Police Service. My message to every officer is simple. Support the new commissioner. Remain professional. Stay disciplined. Serve with humility. And remember that every interaction with the public either strengthens or weakens trust.
Commissioner Designate Sonia Boyce said her approach to leadership will remain grounded in the core promise of the service to serve, protect, and reassure.
We'll serve by listening and treating every person with dignity and respect. We will protect through effective prevention, strong enforcement, thorough investigations, sound intelligence, appropriate use of technology, and meaningful partnerships. And we will reassure through our visibility, our accountability, and our commitment to clear and consistent communication.
She vowed to continue work to address the challenges affecting the country.
I am fully aware of the concerns within our communities. Concerns about violent crime, gun-related offenses, robberies, road safety, and the rapid spread of misinformation. These concerns are valid, and they demand a disciplined and sustained response. We will build on the work already in progress, strengthen our intelligence-led approach, deepen community engagement, support targeted enforcement efforts, and ensure that accurate information is communicated responsibly.
Trevor Thorpe, CBC News.
Well, the swearing-in ceremony for Mrs. Boyce will be held today, but there is a parade to commemorate that appointment, which will be held on the 10th of July. Well, also retiring after 47 years of service is Deputy Commissioner Ian Branch. Mr. Branch congratulated the new commissioner and thanked the Barbados Police Service for its support over the years.
I had a good journey. I'm thankful for the support of all the persons that I have worked with over the years. I came here to do a job. I did it. I did it to the best of my ability. And if I had to do it again, I would do it. So to all the other members of the Barbados Police Service, I wish you well. And I hope that God will bless you and your families and time to come.
The Pine East-West Boulevard has been renamed. It's now the Philip Tudor Boulevard. Speaking at the renaming ceremony, Prime Minister Motley said the late Philip Tudor exemplified the very best of Barbados public service. Prime Minister Motley also described him as a public servant who treated everyone with dignity, regardless of politics, and whose work touched communities across the island. She said he was a community person and understood how to engage with those around him.
Philip made it his business to help me get Murphy Pasture sorted out. And Murphy's Pasture was not easy. I see everybody in here laughing because you know exactly what I mean. And in my recent visit, only a few weeks ago, I recognized how much we are missing Philip still with that. He understood, and I say this for the benefit of all, the importance of engaging community people to be able to undo community tasks that were simple daily tasks. It makes no sense, and we have to find ways of framing it out. It makes no sense, particularly in areas that are of high drainage risk for flooding, for us to bring people from another part of the island to be able to resolve what really ought to be daily maintenance and daily cleaning.
Insurance believes greater investment in early medical treatment could help reduce healthcare costs while improving patient outcomes across the island. The insurer has partnered with BARP, and Urgent Care Barbados to encourage patients to seek treatment before their conditions become more serious. Chief Executive Officer of Beacon Insurance Company Limited, Christopher Woodhams, says unnecessary visits to the hospital's emergency departments continue to place pressure on healthcare resources. He says directing patients to Urgent Care Barbados means more efficient use of medical resources and a more sustainable health insurance system.
Every unnecessary visit to the hospital emergency department for a minor illness or injury places strain on the healthcare system and increases the overall cost of care. Over time, those costs are reflected in higher claims and ultimately higher premiums for you to pay. When appropriate care is delivered in the right setting and at the right time, everyone benefits. Members receive faster treatment, healthcare resources are used more efficiently, health plans become more sustainable. And that sustainability is critically important. It helps ensure that BARB members continue to enjoy comprehensive healthcare today while preserving the affordability of the plan for future generations of retirees.
Well, several teachers are now better equipped to teach mathematics in Barbados and the region. The educators graduated as part of the second cohort of the Advanced Caribbean Teachers in Mathematics Training Initiative from the Commonwealth of Learning in a ceremony at the Inter-American Development Bank's headquarters. Delivering opening remarks, Acting Chief Education Officer Julia Beckles noted that the program was aimed at helping teachers to bring new and exciting approaches to teaching maths and learning challenges in the region.
Given our challenges with mathematics in Barbados and the region, this initiative is timely as we seek to enhance the instructional practices of our maths teachers, thereby contributing to their efficacy, raising our confidence in their ability to practice their craft, and most importantly, giving them a new set of skills to innovate and bring, I would say, more exciting approaches to the teaching of mathematics.
And teacher at the Combermere School, Jordana Laborde Herbert, said the initiative changed participants' perspectives of mathematics education. She noted that she has been able to help and see improved student engagement as a result of the training.
Implementing these strategies in my classroom significantly increased student engagement and confidence. For instance, a student who was usually quiet, to my surprise, began volunteering his solutions, while another student grew more confident in her overall mathematics learning. Ultimately, some students were able to develop their own unique methods for solving problems without me explicitly demonstrating. This journey has made me realize that I should not confine students to a single format for writing their solutions or to just one way of thinking.
To sports now, after going winless in the Test Championship last year, the West Indies are on a hunt for the first Test series victory when they take on Sri Lanka in the second and final Test match starting later this morning in Antigua. Set once again for the Vivian Richards Stadium, the West Indies will be looking to capitalize on their first Test victory on an innings and 217 runs. Though West Indies have never lost a Test series at home to the Sri Lankans, their last win over the Sri Lankans was back in 2003. Captain Roston Chase is expecting to claim first points on the championship table.
The only thing we're looking for here is a next win to seal the deal and get our first win and first Test series win in the championship. So I think that's what's driving the guys right now. Everyone's looking forward for that first win, so I know the guys will be confident and excited to go out there and give the best performance for the team. And the Sri Lankans, I can't really tell you what they're going to change. I'm not really worried about them. We're going to focus on our strengths and what we did well in the game and what we didn't do so well that we can improve on. So I am just worried about what we're going to do.
Well, that's it. Look at news and sports until now. We'll have more news and sports right here on TV8 coming up at 12 noon. Morning Barbados is right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scald is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scald, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
We are 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. I told you at the top of the show, oh boy, do we have a busy weekend indeed. But there are enough of us to be able to enjoy all of it. And so a part of our weekend must do is the Barbados Grand Prix. It is big, and it's big not simply because it's being held by Barbados, but it's big because there's a lot of attention all over the world in the Barbados Grand Prix. When you have the chairman and one of the directors sit with you, you know this is really big as well. And so the chairman of the board that looks after the Barbados Grand Prix is the man who supports his son in all of this, Mr. Rupert Spencer. And with him as a director is Ryan Brathwaite, who we know as... You were an athlete, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I was.
What was it that you were good at?
Hurdles, and
yes,
the
that's right. I'm old enough to remember that now. Yes, the hurdles indeed. Member of Parliament Ryan Brathwaite indeed. Yes. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
We are now just hours away from what, if you blink, you could miss, which is the Barbados Grand Prix. It's your second year. Let's talk about what does now mean, knowing it's in the second year. How did it start, and how excited are you for what's happening tomorrow?
Well, it's been a hell of a journey. We are very excited because this year we have on board a number of high-profile athletes. Everybody's been hearing about Sir Karani James, but there are other names that once you're in the track and field world, you'll recognize Shafiqah Maloney, Candice McLeod, Kellyanne Beckford. These are names that people who follow track and field would recognize as elite athletes. And we're happy to be able to showcase them and allow local athletes to be in the same race as these elite athletes. And that can only augur well for the development and inspiration to these young athletes and who will come and watch and those who are actually participating.
Your son Aaron, who is himself nobody we should sleep on, he's also quite good, said, you know what, I want to do this a few years ago. And now we're in our second staging of the Barbados Grand Prix. What lessons have you learned, and how have you used those lessons to improve upon this year's Grand Prix?
Well, it's not, you could say a couple of years. We only started last year. Matter of fact, last year was the first edition. And he came to us with the concept of providing, doing a different type of track meet. You know, a lot of track meets, you get the events but this time he said, let's do a team format. And so that we can distinguish it from any other track meet anywhere in the world. So this team format, as I said, was based on the concept of a draft where we invite a number of athletes into a pool, and then we selected 8 top coaches in Barbados and paired them up. So we have 4 teams, and these coaches will then, on draft night, from the pool, big excitement, select their teams and set up the rivalry for this year. So that was that last year. You said the lessons learned. Start earlier. That's the first one, because when he came to us, we probably were in February, and and people said we were crazy to try to pull this off in a couple matter of months by July 5th last year. But grace of God, a lot of things happened in our favor, and we had a good time. People asked for us to bring it back. So when you get the patrons asking for the project to come back again, we got to do it. So we started earlier this time. We set up more full-time, engaged full-time employees who will deal with specific aspects. We're not for profit, so everybody here is primarily devoting their time, but we recognize that in order to perform or to produce a quality event, we have to get professional people to be supporting this. So that was one of the things that we engaged with a young lady who she's full-time with us during this period, 2 young ladies actually, and they provided the backbone and support for the event.
And of course, you lean on Ryan, because Ryan is also known for producing some outstanding stellar activities as well.
We could not, I must say, I haven't said it to him before, privately or publicly, but he has provided such a immense support with his infrastructure, with his knowledge of producing events, and obviously being the owner of Ticket Links, he again provided all of that until the Barbados Grand Prix. And basically at no cost. We really appreciate the effort and the input from Ryan.
And so Ryan, this input is lauded now. We all know this here. And so fashioning the kind of this is not entertainment. This is an athletics meet that is world renowned. It is very highly sought after by the region and stellar athletes as well. How do you go about creating a space and an environment and a passion for? What is it at as the kernel of all of this that you think, hey, people should really come out to this?
It's about the production. So last year, when persons came out to the Grand Prix, the atmosphere was different to what you would experience at a track meet in Barbados. The production, the level of production, the pyrotechnics, the entertainment, the energy of the event is what makes it different. And that is the vision that we wanted to see when we first spoke about the event. And I think that we did a good job in bringing it to fruition.
I think so too.
Yes.
And so it's so sought after that we are anxious to do this again. Ticket links associated with all of this. Guide us through the process so that we know that we secure our tickets and don't miss a single event tomorrow.
Okay, so the tickets are available online at ticketlinks.com. You could also purchase your tickets at the various box offices across the island. The tickets are selling out, so I would encourage you to get your tickets as soon as possible. Also for sale, we would have the merch that we have on today.
I was coming to it, but you said you were there.
Right, so we have our shirts or t-shirts for sale. There are also the team shirts as well. You could get those online as well. So go to the box offices, log on ticketlinks.com, and don't miss a beat.
Okay, so when I go to ticketlinks.com, I can purchase my merch.
Yes, you can.
And you have them in these different colors, only these iterations here?
No, there's another shirt that we have in the cotton, but you also have the dry fit shirts, which are the team shirts as well. Yeah.
So you can either get a team shirt and the individual shirt. You can get it in either blue and white or multicolored, as Rupert is wearing indeed. And ladies, sizes, all sizes, whatever it is, go to ticketlinks.com and you know how you shop.
Yeah.
Right there for the merch indeed. And so your wearing of your merch is in support of the efforts of this foundation, but it's also in support of your athlete. And there are many, many who are gearing up for tomorrow. We have some outstanding athletes. Ren was hurdler. I was a runner, not of any note. But nevertheless, athletics was my thing. And so here we are now. Sir Kirani James is here. Some big other names. But we have all local stars as well.
That's right. That's right. We have Lily Haynes, who recently broke the national record in the 800. We have Deshaun Boyce, who's gunning for Kirani. It's not a foregone conclusion, this result, as some people may believe. So Deshaun Boyce, who's also just been selected as a member of the Commonwealth Games team. We have Julian Ford, who was a finalist in the World Indoors 60 meters. So these local athletes, but of course, Sade Williams is the biggest.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, that's an interesting matchup because Sade Williams will be competing in the 400 against Layla Haynes, which is not her track main event, and Natasha Gould-Toppin. So that should be a really good race. And one key thing that I want to point out is that we have 5 individuals who've run sub-10 in the 100 meters.
In Barbados?
No, they're personal best. No, let me get it in Barbados.
In Barbados for tomorrow. But
we're hoping that we may see the first sub-10 clocking on Barbados soil tomorrow.
Wow.
So we have 5 people who've done it before, and we are looking forward to them bring out their A game and giving us a real good show. At one point, I want to draw you up on. You said that this is a track meet, it is not entertainment. It is both.
It's both.
This is both.
The reason I said it's not because a lot of times people think, oh, I'm going to Fete and party, take my rag and run.
No, but
it's
a different type of entertainment,
correct.
but it's certainly it's going to be an entertaining evening. That is what we want, to bring the family out. It's a family-friendly event that you can bring your kids. Someone called me yesterday and said, listen, can I bring my 8-year-old daughter? I said, of course, you know, because it's all about inspiring the next generation of athletes.
It's at the Usain Bolt complex, the Usain Bolt Sports Complex, the Usain Bolt Sports Complex. What time do doors open, Ryan? What time can we expect people to start to file in freely and take up their favorite spot?
So from 3:30, the doors will open. The action starts at 5:30. We have parking ride at various locations. Just follow our social media, and that starts at 3. So I'm encouraging everybody, come out early. As I said, the tickets are selling out. Don't be left out. Don't come to Usain Bolt without your ticket, because we don't want to turn you back. So
it's by ticket entry, folks. so go to ticketlinks.com or any of the other box offices and get your ticket fast. Go to ticketlinks.com and purchase the merch, either to support your favorite team or your favorite athlete, and just to be there to support the Barbados Grand Prix 2026. Go to ticketlinks.com and let them guide you through everything else as well. And so if you look at your screen, everybody, if you look at your screen, this is some information right here. Talk to me in my ear. So what am I looking at? Tickets links, ticketlinks.com. That's where you go. When you go on and you log in, you see. So right there under the words the Barbados Grand Prix, you see buy tickets at blue tab. Click that. And it takes you right through the process of securing your ticket as well. This is happening tomorrow. Doors open bright and early. The action gets going from 5:30, but you can also do park and ride. And all that information you can get from ticketlinks.com as well. But earlier in the day, are we still doing this one?
Yes. Well, this is a new edition. Some people say we want to move too fast, but after the first year, we thought that we would bring an event which could be more inclusive for the wider community, the running fraternity. So we have the Barbados Grand Prix Bridgetown Heritage 5K, because it starts at an iconic heritage site, the Clock Tower, and it turns around at another iconic heritage site, the Barbados Parliament. So registration is still open, $60. We have quality merch being included in your package. A lot of times you get things that, may not be the highest quality, but we've made sure that we set a certain standard. And so the 5K starts at 6 o'clock Saturday morning. And as I said, running through the streets of Bridgetown, coming back to the Clock Tower. So please, if you haven't registered yet, get your registration online again. It can be done through Ticket Links, or we are at the Clock Tower. If you can catch, you come to the Clock Tower and register and collect your kits
as well.
And
so early o'clock tomorrow morning, the sun is going to be up by then anyhow, but the cooler part of the day is when you're engaged in this big one indeed. So you make your way through. You might be using this as an opportunity to test your own self. Can I do this within a certain time frame?
That's right.
Am I fit enough? Or perhaps I need to improve on all of that. I just want to hang out with my posse. So
one thing we keep forgetting, there are cash prizes
at the end of it
from 1 through to 10 in both the female and the male categories. They're sharing $10,000. $5,000 for the females, $5,000 for the males. So I think it's, as an event, it's probably one of the ones where the reward is significantly higher than any other event that we have had in Barbados, apart from the Run Barbados series.
Why did I not know this? I could have been out there trying to get myself ready for tomorrow morning. But nonetheless, this is really going to be fantastic. We're doing this not just for fun, but we're doing this for good cash as well. And so I encourage you to sign up for this as quickly as possible. Go online and register for this big event tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, or show up early at the clock tower tomorrow morning and get ready to hit the road from 6 o'clock. And then in the evening, we're heading to the Usain Bolt Sports Complex, because competition starts at 5:30, but the doors open a whole lot earlier. If you find it difficult to use a limited space for parking around Usain Bolt, do the park and ride. But you find all that information as well on ticketlinks.com and on socials. So I want to encourage all of you to get out there and get involved. This is the second iteration of the Barbados Grand Prix, hosted by the organizers of the Grand Prix, the Spencers and his team.
I don't want to. No, but what I would want to say at this juncture is that this could not have been possible without our sponsors. Of
course.
And I would like, if with your permission, to certainly list some of our sponsors. The principal supporter of this group, this event, is actually the Ministry of Sport. And we also had some support from Empire Building Construction. Sagicor Bank is our official bank. Desani and Powerade, the official hydration partner of the event. The Barbados Tourism Investment Inc., they're on board with us. Nation News, they have supported us tremendously in promoting the event over the last week or two. And here, CBC. Of
course.
CBC has been a partner with us, and they've offered us a really great package in promoting the event across all their social media platforms. And I hope I have not forgotten any of them. We have Armstrong Agencies, Wabisco, they are part. And the major sponsor for the 5K is Guardian General. Guardian General Insurance. So it is the Guardian General Insurance 5K. And we wish to thank all of them for coming on board with us. And we have branded a couple of the events under our sponsors, like it's the Sagicor 400 series, the BTMI 200, the Nation 200. So, hopefully this will encourage more sponsors to come on board next year and make this effort a lot less stressful.
He didn't want to say make it even better alone. That's so stressful indeed. But wherever things that impact and matter to Barbadians, CBC will always be there. And so that's a guarantee from our end.
Yes, thank you very much.
Sorry, CEO, but just saying. And indeed, so lots of 400 meets, 200 races, 100s, all of that. We could very well see a sub 10 tomorrow when you show up for the Barbados Grand Prix. Kirani James will be there, so too will be Shade Williams. And I hope that Jolino Hamlet, you show up, Jolino, but their teams, and you saw earlier as we shared with you on the screen, the team merch. I can hear the rains, this is fantastic. And the team merch. So as you go online and you go to ticketlinks.com, you see what it is that you're supporting. Look at your screen now. Look at your screen. If you're supporting any of the teams, look, whether it is a BGP shirts, you see all of them. Anyway, all of them, whether it's in cotton or otherwise, there's also dry fit. You get your team shirt. You get your individual shirt as well. You purchase any item in merch and you are good to go. You will look just perfect as you turn up tomorrow as well. But 6 o'clock in the morning at the clock towers at the Garrison, you can register there as well, early o'clock, to be a part of the Guardian Life 5K. Or you can register right now online at ticketlinks.com for that event as well. And that comes as well with a good purse. $5,000 for the first meal.
No. $5,000 spread across the first 10 finishers for males and females.
As well.
Okay, not that generous. One thing, person, the event also includes the exciting relays. We have the 4x100 men and the 4x400 men. And I think Barbados is actually entering a couple of teams in the 4x400 because that's one of the areas that Barbados is actually growing a specialty. We have a lot of good young quarter milers. So they'll be on showcase against some regional teams. So therefore, I would want to encourage the folks to come out to see that. And the other last thing, as far as our developmental ethos, we are actually putting on relays for the primary schools. The top 8 primary schools in NACAC, boys and girls, they're going to start the even off in their relays. So hopefully their parents come out and watch the youngsters. As I said, they're going to be competing in an environment with elite athletes, so it could only augur well for their own development.
Amen to that. And so I want to thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
Rupert and Ryan. Rupert Spencer, Ryan Brathwaite. Thank you
sir.
so very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Is there something else you wanted to add, Ryan?
No, just again about the tickets. I mentioned the box offices, but there will be limited tickets available at the door as well. So as I said, don't be left out. Just log on, go to the box offices, and be part of history tomorrow. Yeah.
Be a part of history tomorrow. It all happens tomorrow. The Barbados Grand Prix. You should be there. Don't miss this opportunity. Thanks again.
Thank you very much for having us.
You're welcome. Morning Barbados is right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Skold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
18 minutes now to go to the hour of 8 o'clock this Friday morning. Really this weekend kickstart crop over with the opening gala and ceremonial delivery of the last canes. It is going to be quite outstanding. And then Barbados ups the ante and ups the energy all the way down to Grand Kadooment Day and beyond. And so we've been meeting so many of the artists for the festival so far, and so one of those who decided today to stop over for crop over with us is Dredge. And so Dredge, good morning to you.
Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor to be here.
Well, thank you so much. How's the season going for you?
The season is going great so far, man. It really is me just taking in. I've been away for 10 years, so finally coming back home, you know, taking in the embrace from everybody and like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, or the people who have never seen me and now getting to see me from the music point of view is pretty amazing. I can't lie.
Let's talk about that. You were born and bred here, then you traveled for 10 years, you said, and you're back. That's why the accent's a little
yes,
different.
yes.
But you're just a Bajan. Who taught us Bajan? They call it.
Yeah, man, it's a Bajan, man. Thoroughbred.
So you decided to come back, and while back here, you immerse yourself into the culture.
Yes, I did indeed.
The music we do, the way we express ourselves. How would you describe you as the artist?
I would say, you know, it's my roots, so I really can't take that away from me, you know. So being an artist, I need to be able to paint my landscape as I want, you know. If I need to cater to a certain genre, you know, calypso, soca, hip hop, R&B, whatever it is, I need to be able to put myself in that zone, in that mode, to be like, okay, this is what I want to do, and just, you know, take my cultural learnings and just implement them into my craft.
Yeah, and you're young still, so therefore you're able to help make the change to the craft as well as it goes. So, of the music that you've produced, how would you describe the kind of music? If people start to search right now, his name is spelled D-R-E-J.
Yeah.
Dredge. And so if people were saying, okay, I'm in hunt for his music, how would you describe what they're experiencing?
They're going to experience, I don't promote violence. I'm a very uplifting, good energy, good vibes kind of guy. So that relates in my music. My music is definitely a reflection of who I am as a person and different experiences that I've been through throughout my life. So I would definitely say they're going to find somebody who's going to be very relatable. So, you know, I try to pick on topics like that. Mm-hmm. So a very relatable artist that you can groove and get down behind.
You know, all of us thinks we have a voice. We all do. But you decided to, you know your voice, you know your worth, and you wanted to work with people who will help, who also understand what that voice and worth is. Who are some of the people around you who have helped to produce and to be able to release the music you've done?
I want to shout out my songwriter for Junior Monarch, Ashaka McNeil. He's the first person that actually got me to like open up to who I am, being a singer and an artist. If he never came up to me and my dad one day and was like, Ryan, I think your son should join the Junior Monarch, I would have never have even thought about singing. And to be honest, he's the first person that got me to that point. Mm-hmm. After that, I really want to say my mom and my dad has been my second supporters. My mom can't sing, my dad can't sing. They would try, but good karaoke. But they really been my support, man. It's really just been me and my family just, you know, backing me. I've done a lot of major collaborations with other artists and stuff, but like, if I would say who really like got me to this point, like I should be doing music, my mom and Ishaka and my dad.
You came through the Junior Monarch competition, you said.
Yes, I did.
Was that your station also, Dredge?
No, it was DJ.
Oh, DJ.
Yes.
Did somebody say that to me? Then we've done a little bit more digging.
Yes.
So DJ was your name then. Mm-hmm. How did you do generally in Junior Monarch?
In 2013, I believe it's 2013, I placed third.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
I did Rude Boy Anthem. Some people still message me to this day, oh, I heard it on the radio. It's like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. I also made it to the finals the year before that, but I didn't place. Mm-hmm. And really, I'm hoping I could get into pickety crop next year. I was a little bit late on season this year, but you know, that's all for future goals and accomplishments.
But that gave you the foundation to be able to do what you do. And I know you've released the Bashment song this year.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I
Do
heard the excitement
bad.
to your voice.
It's really, you know, everybody wants me to, you know, show them this side that I've never showed them before. You know, nobody's never heard this genre of music from Dredge, so I'm trying to give them a little bit more of it. So Trouble was a little starting point. I wouldn't call it too heavy bashment. You know, I think I mixed the bashment with the culture a lot. So I gave it like more of the soca feel. But definitely the Do Bad record is 100% the bashment with Jagwa the Champ. Shout out Jagwa. He's one of the first people who reached out to me. It was like, yo, we should collaborate. And, you know, everybody's out there dancing, chain. So I was like, yeah, it'll be fun. So that's what I got. Yeah, it's been a heck of a summer, man. It's been a heck of a summer so far.
So with all that you've dabbled, you've done social commentary, you've done some mid-tempo, you've done bashment. Which of the three do you think you're most interested in pursuing?
My more sweet soca melodic side. I haven't released those songs yet, but this month I'm planning on releasing 2 sweet soca songs. The first one is going to be a song called 10 Bottles of Rum. Is very more rhythmic, you know what I'm saying, a lot more harmonies, showcase my voice, you know. The bashment and you know, the soca is more like a little bit just, I would say, like speech. You know what I'm saying? Just speech in a melodic way. This is going to be full on like me singing and me showing people my range of voice.
And I'm using these terms because I want you to go online and find Do Bad. I also want you to go online and find Forever Drunk.
Forever Drunk.
And I think that's a song that we often hear on the radio. We hear this one for sure.
Yeah.
We recognize immediately Alphaville's Forever Young.
Yes.
Sampled right through the whole thing.
Yes. I want to shout out the originator of the song, actually, Hunter Simpson. He's from the Virgin Islands. Hunter did a remix to my song Trouble on Instagram. That's how I found him. And then he was telling me, yo, bro, I want to do the remix to it, but I already had the remix with Father Phyllis. So I was like, can't really do the remix, but we could probably do another record. He was like, okay, cool. I'm coming to Barbados shortly. I'm going to send you a record. He sent me a record. It was Forever Drunk. I was like, I could get behind this. I could get behind this. So 2 days before he came, I did it, sent him it over. He came over. We did the videos, posted it. Everybody loves it. Shout out Chrissy D. Chrissy D been probably our #1 supporter here for it. She's been doing bad on the radio station. But yeah, man, it's really been a blessing, you know, to get out this new genre of music in my career and, you know, getting to see the reaction and everybody's smiling and doing the videos on Instagram. I've never experienced this before, so it's really like a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me.
Well, you can make it more than once-in-a-lifetime thing. Does it put pressure on you, though, knowing that your song became immediately recognizable and people like it?
I'll say yes. I say yes for sure. You know, it's always, you gotta hit the nail while it's still hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna not put anything else new out, then people, you know, forget about me. I don't want people to forget about me. I'm gonna be here for the rest of the year. I'm gonna be here next year until there's breath not in my lungs no more. I'm gonna be doing music, so it's a little bit of pressure, but I can handle it.
You love Crop Over.
I love Crop Over.
What about Crop Over do you love?
It's really, the people is what make it for me. Like, you can't find this nowhere else in the world. I've traveled to Los Angeles, I've been to New York, I've been to the major cities in the States, and you know, it's not as friendly as here, it's not as bright, it's not as, you know, people don't be as cordial with each other, it's not as, you know, a community, a culture, you know what I'm saying? Here, there's a culture that, it's not that I'm foreign to it. I know this culture. I was born and raised here. So, you know, being away from it for 10 years and finally getting to come back and being embraced by it is such a fulfilling feeling. Like, I missed it. I can't lie. I missed it.
Yeah, I know that feeling well. I've been there myself. And so I understand what it means to be somewhere else and watching on someone else enjoying your culture and you're not a part. And so that desire to be back, to be a part of it. And so I don't think you'll ever miss your blood from here on in. You're committed from now on.
I'm committed. Committed.
And so that we don't ever forget, Dredge, you have your 2 sweet soakers coming out really, really soon. Give us a sense of what those are, of the themes of those 2 sweet soakers.
10 bottles of rum. I can't.
That's one.
That's self-explanatory.
You got that one.
The next one is called Pure Style. So that one is more of a just me talking about
your stuff.
Yeah, me being out and how should I say it? Living at a certain lifestyle, pure style. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to be rich to be styling.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You could still style and enjoy the crop over season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't need that money, that bag. That's what people think. But pure style and 10 bottles of rum. 10 bottles of rum is my favorite though.
Oh, okay.
I will say that. I'm very excited
for
for
obvious
that.
reasons?
For obvious reasons, because when I posted it on my Instagram, I posted it the same time I posted Trouble.
Yeah.
So I said choose 1 or 2. People said I like 2. 2 was 10 bottles, 1 was Trouble. I posted a video the next day, 1 for Trouble, 1 for 10 bottles. Trouble went viral, 10 bottles did likes, but it didn't go as viral as Trouble. So had to put 10 bottles on the back burner, focus on Trouble, and now that's really how the momentum's been going. So I'm excited to get back around to 10 bottles of rum, get it out to the people. I'm actually performing at the This Is Rick show tomorrow. Hopefully I can showcase it tomorrow for everybody who's gonna get their tickets and be there. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
How did you get there?
To get where?
How did you get onto the This Is Rick show?
Luckily, I went to the Lodge School, so I knew Lyric's son, Nico, since I was at Lodge. Him and DJ Gunner, they both been companions of mine for a while. So Nico reached out to me. He was like, "Yo, my dad heard your song. He wants to know if he can get you for the show." I was like, "Okay, let's do it." Little Rick, Hyperdog, come on, man.
One of the biggest stages for crop over.
That's a no-brainer. So, yeah, definitely excited to be out there with one of the Barbadian Bajan legends.
Yes.
So it's going to be a blast, man.
It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a blast by hearing Dredge in just a moment, right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
What going on, Jack? That's what I'm talking about.
Mornin Barbados. We here. It's your boy Dredge. I'm so blessed to be here. Hope everybody gets to work safe this morning. She hit man, but the man love she, cause she bossy broad and she looks so sweet. If I catch you out fat, I guess she just so deep. God, ask your friend, she could tell you about me. If you was a fish, I got you with a sign hook, girl. Don't be shy like a first timer. I go, when she don't, like my name was Brian, I got the blueprint, girl, like the true design.
till she left, right, shake it on bubble. A bedroom woman, first name is Trouble. Met that bumper around, she gon' make me see doubles. You too sweet, girl, you too sweet. You don't got mine, girl, you fool me. I don't on shine, girl. Usually by this boat here, put up your hand, girl. And if you outside, they won't see you tonight. I gon' hold on, but she bump pop, be told delights. Like I hopping on the plane, I gon' hold on, but she tight. Can't let she get weird like she was a park kite. She hit man, but the man love she. Cause she broad and she looks so sweet. If I catch you out, I guess she just so deep. Ask your friends, she can tell you about me. If you was a fish, I got you waist, I ain't hurt though. Don't be shy like a first timer. When she gone, like my name was Rainer. I got the blueprint, girl, like the sweet designer. She hit man, but the man love she. Cause she broad and she looks so sweet. Girl, you sweeter than some condensed milk. You say you like me, I can pay you like Bill.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
With 2 minutes to go to the hour of 8 o'clock, don't forget there's a lot happening this weekend. We're crop over related. We are in the season of crop over. I hope you're in the vibe with us. And as you continue listening to our radio stations, 98.1 The One, Vibe 94.7 FM and Q100.7 FM as watching us on TV8. We bring you all the vibe as well. And certainly you get to hear the music. You get a sense of what people are talking about, what's going on. So today there is the Pan Lime at the National Botanical Gardens. This is featuring the school bands, and there are many of them, and they're so good. Christchurch Foundation School will be there for sure, and that begins this afternoon around 4. Then tomorrow we have the ceremonial delivery of the last canes and the opening gala in Queen's Park. That starts at the official ceremony starts at 4, but we can begin to see the parade from around 3 in the afternoon. There's so much happening in Queen's Park, demonstrations and displays and everything, workshops, all happening. You want to be there and not to miss it. But also happening tomorrow, there is a Heritage Run, the 5K, put on by the Barbados Grand Prix. It starts at 6 from the clock tower. You can register there, or you can register right now on ticketslinks.com. And then the afternoon from 5:30 at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex is where we are witnessing speed galore in all of the track events that we get to know and love. At 5:30 that starts, but you get there from 3:30, the doors are open and you can park and ride into that. Then Sunday Pandemonium back at the Botanical Gardens. That begins at 5, but it's going to be a 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. It's really a packed weekend, but you can handle this. You can do this. I wish you well. And so my crew joins me saying to all of you, have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. Be the will of the Lord. We'll see you again on Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wake up.